Hello and welcome to the ENDTIMES TCG channel. I'm Dario and I'm here to introduce myself and to tell you what this channel is about. I'm Dario, 36. I draw comics for a living and illustrations and storyboards and card design. And today I will show you what I want to do with the ENDTIMES TCG, what it's about, who I am, what I do, and let's jump right into it. So this is my cool mouse pad from a TCG called Rage the Werewolf. I will show you here. I have some new how do you say it, trading cards games. Yes, this one's epic. Then here's Flesh and Blood, some Rage, some Versus in here, Marvel vs. DC, and other TCGs like World of Warcraft and Versus. And here's a card game I made. I will show you in a few seconds what I do. And let me first show you my work so that you can see what I'm about. So I draw for a living. I draw always to get better. This is not my own drawings. This are just sketches from the masters, Mark Silvestri. But this is actually one of mine, an actual comic page I'm doing right now for my own comic called The Last Pickup Artist. Let's take a look here. Here's my sketchbook for ENDTIMES. Here are some babes I'm learning to sketch right now. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, I'm trying to improve every time on my anatomy. So and now we come to my comics. My first comic was this. It's called Barbarian Adventure and I'm giving it a new facelift right now. And this was my first webcomic and my first steps of making artwork and telling sequential art. I'm just browsing fast over here. Every comic you will find in the description down below. And I will show you in a second. Yeah, it's a bit science fiction and cool stuff, but these are really old drawings, so don't worry about these. But yeah, if you dig it, check it out. I will link it down below. I think it holds up pretty well. It's from 2014. And yes, so the plan is to make a new trading card game and to make it so good that it can stand the test of time. And I don't know if it can compete with Flesh and Blood and Magic the Gathering, but I'm definitely aiming for the same quality. Let's wait till we get here. I show you just another few comics so that you know I've done stuff, I've printed stuff, I've sold stuff. So I'm not just an amateur, which I am, but I'm trying to get it to a good new level. So this is a comic I made in 2016. It's pretty basic in the style of 80s and 90s comics. And yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this. Right now I'm working on the next issue. Everything will be down in the links. I'm just browsing over these so you can see I've actually done things like I've written this and I have colored it and I've printed it and yeah, shipped it worldwide. So these are my credentials. I will link you. I have other channels like how to draw comics. Yeah, I don't want to bore you with this, but I hope you like the style. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of these. But my skill level is now a bit higher. So I will show you another comic because the ENDTIMES TCG will be Grim fucking dark, and it will feature a bit of gore, but also beauty, but also some cool struggle. This is a comic, a horror comic, like Diablo, and this one's called Diablero. It's a dude comes to his old town from the Civil War, from the American Civil War, and he finds his old slave, and they talk. This one is in German, and then he goes down to the church. Here he goes down, and then he enters, and this is more the style of the ENDTIMES TCG, just like a bit better artwork, because this is from 2016, so I can do way better right now. And yeah, I don't want to bore you with the comic stuff, but you see I can illustrate a lot, I can make it look cool. These are old drawings. I will show you a few new drawings. And yeah, and this Indian guy turns then into a werewolf, and he gets shot, and this guy, the main protagonist, Keoma, gets fucked up, and so he shot the werewolf, and the werewolf actually enjoys it, and he can even hold his gun, and then there's help on the way. I will link these comics down below. So you've seen, yeah, I like a bit of gore, a bit of blood, high stakes. I don't like it if everything's a fucking Mary Sue. I really fucking hate that shit. I'm a big fan of Diablo 1 and 2. Okay, let's come to what I want to do. I want to do a TCG that's called ENDTIMES. And I will show you in a second what I've done here. This is a card game, the party game Werewolf. I did this in 2016, and yeah, this one is my book where I do my sketches. Like I'm planning to do, wait a second, my headset is, I'm planning to do flip cards, and yeah, you see I'm working right now on the mechanics on how the titles could be. I will show you more of where I'm going with this in a second. I will show you on the floor. There's a Flesh and Blood Arcane Rising. We will look at many card games, like this one is Orlok, the game from here. I'm sketching some card designs, but it's all in the development, and this channel is all about showing you how it's done and what I'm doing. And here are some of the mission statements. That's what it's about. It's like Rage, Epical Magic, the end times. The end is near, the end of days. It plays in the 90s, I guess. It's the end times, a crazy time. It's the late 80s, mid 90s. I don't want to place it now because, yeah, it's a weird time right now, but we're going back to the 80s, 90s. Everything is possible. You will see in a second. It's a normal world, the American dream in a small town, a big city, school children and rock bands, but something is going on beyond the veil. Are you ready to fight for it? And this is what this is like. I'm not gonna copy these movies. These are just inspirational for the game. Like I want something like Predator, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I want some secret alien invasion, some priests fighting the occult, some Hellboy fighting big fucking monster. And we will see in a second that it will lend a bit of the World of Warcraft TCG, a bit of the Flesh and Blood, and a bit of the Magic. And then you say, okay, what are you doing? Are you copying all these games? No, I'm searching for my own game. It's just that some of the mechanics are already there and already have always been there, like Flesh and Blood and the World of Warcraft TCG have things in common, and Versus and World of Warcraft have things in common with Magic the Gathering. So I don't want to bore you, but it's like the late 90s. It's like aliens, alien invasion, high school kids, Russian, the rise of tech, AI, mad scientists. Your neighbor is a vampire. You're a common person, and that is what I wanted to capture. Like, what if you are a hero? Let's say What do I have here? I have a lot of sketches. We will go in all of this. I hope this is not too much, but I want to have werewolves fighting for the earth. I want some blade type people in here. I want some great worms trying to devour the earth, and common people fighting back. Yeah, and I want some flavor, like vampires, like the Lost Boys or Near Dark. You see, degenerate people, strippers, dark elf princess, Highlander, and it's all possible because in the 80s and 90s science fiction, you could easily bring a guy from the barbaric age into our cities and not understand, and you could easily have punk rock vampires, or easily have homeless people be flesh-eating monsters, and this is what I want. Or bring back a dark elf prince who seeks revenge on mankind for making sacred places to parking lots and all of this stuff. And also we will have the Big Lebowski in here and some barbarians. I don't know at which time we are now. Okay, maybe I stop it here and lead to part 2 of this video.